Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back with another episode of How About Them Celtics. Sam and I are here recording Saturday, March 10th after the Celtics 115-93 Game 3 win over the Knicks. Had a 20-point lead early, had a 30-point lead early. This time around was a much different result. The Celtics managed to stay ahead. The three-point shooting finally found its level. Payton Pritchard, monster game off the bench, and they did it. They got a win. They avoided the third straight 20-point comeback loss at the hands of the Knicks. And I think every Celtics fan, as Sam did before we hit the record button, breathed a little bit of a sigh of relief after this one.
Still coming down. I just sat in front of my TV like tense for 2 hours. Just like my armpits are warm and moist and sweaty, and I was nervous and never really felt good. Like Jack mentioned it, they went up 31, and then in the fourth quarter it's down to 20. And the Knicks fans at the Madison Square Garden are all excited, and Brunson hits a three and they explode. And we're all just kind of sitting there like, it can't happen again, right? Kind of the same feeling you had in game two. Like, no way, isn't going to happen again. Good job. They held them off. We could all exhale, as this has been the theme of the first minute and a half of this show. Oh, they needed that win. I needed that win today. I was terrified. The pregame was a split of people that were very optimistic, people that thought they were dead. I was in the middle. I didn't want to give myself any hope, any expectations. I didn't want to get excited at all. I didn't want to have my feelings hurt. And they were not hurt today. Thank you to the Celtics for playing for real. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Celtics played great. Payton Pritchard is probably the biggest story, so we can just start there. Outside of the threes themselves, like obviously they made their threes. That's the biggest difference. They shot 20 of 40 from three. You usually gonna have a pretty okay chance when you make 23s to their team's 5 in a basketball game. So credit the Celtics for that. But Payton Pritchard, man, 34 minutes. Played the what is that? Third most, tied for the third most minutes on the team in this game. 8 of 16 from the field, 5 of 10 from three. He had 23 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. I know Noah's been talking incessantly about how they need to play him more, and they did, and it worked. And a big part of it was he finally remembered how to shoot threes. Everyone did, but Payton Pritchard was 5 of 10 from three. It was a huge boost. He's doing a little bit of everything. His defense was good. He's been really good at navigating screens this series so far, and he got to show it off a little bit more. I have some more stuff that I noticed out of that we can talk about too. But Payton Pritchard's big game, the Celtics' leading scorer in this game, was probably one of the biggest differences.
Yeah, and it helped that he could initiate, right? Like you could trust him to try and create shots a little bit in this game, something they really lacked at times when they were stale in the first couple games. And he really wasn't out there for a lot of the bad times. He was out there in game two at the beginning of the fourth quarter, made a couple threes, went cold, gets subbed out, don't see him again. Noah was harping on it, as you said, that it would be a really nice thing to see more of him. Glad it happened, glad it worked out. He made some big shots in this game, like in the clutch moments that are not necessarily at the end of the game, within the game. When you need the big basket, you need to stop the momentum. He did a good job, didn't squander any massive opportunities, and really loved it. And it's impressive the way he guards. I know you said screen navigation has been really good for him, and it's just weird that he hasn't been someone that Joe trusts as much to play in the big spots because of like his perceived shortcomings as a defender. You know what I mean? Like I don't think they've been successful in attacking him this series. Do you?
I don't know if that's as much the part of it. Like I don't think Joe doesn't trust Payton. I think the reality is there's just 5 guys better than him almost always. Like Drew's a better basketball player than Payton Pritchard. I don't think that's a hot take to say. Jarek White's a better basketball player. Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown are better basketball players. I guess you could argue Al Horford, but you need a big man on the floor. So it's just tough to get him in closing lineups. A night like this, I mean, Drew Holiday didn't play bad, but when Pritchard's as hot as he is, you can sort of like, okay, we can make the switch. We can play a little bit more Pritchard because he is so hot. He is helping a lot. But like, I don't think they don't trust him. I think he's just the 6th best player on this team in this series. And when you need 5 guys in the court at any one time, it's kind of what you're left with.
Yeah, I mean they got good outings from all the guards today. Everybody was impactful, right? Like Drew only has 8 points, but was really there, made big shots, was good at defending Brunson. Derek White made all of the big threes after being a no-show since game 1, really, of the first round, really struggled shooting threes. I think he was like 27%, something really poor like that. For those two guys to just be nails when it was their time to shine was so important. Those are the guys that stopped the momentum. Tatum still didn't do a good job about it today. Fourth quarter was not pretty for Tatum. He had an excellent start to this game, but he wasn't able to do much of anything before the game was decided in the fourth quarter. I don't know if I'm concerned, not concerned, but it's good that everybody else picked up the slack today because they really needed that boost from the rest of the game. It's so frustrating to see them explode from three in this game. Just thinking, man, maybe they make 5 more threes across the first 2 games. They're up 3-0. Like, that's how small the margin had to be for them to just be in complete control of this series. Now they still got to show up Monday, win, hope to win again in game 5. Like, there is a lot of work to be done still, but this is a tremendous step in the right direction because it was another good defensive game, right? They did a good job of controlling things there, and that was a big sigh of relief for me. Thought the Knicks might come out really hot, and they helped them stay in check.
Yeah, there have been stretches where the Celtics have struggled defensively in this series, and I highlighted that after game 1. But all in all, like, they've held the Knicks to under 100 points in 3 straight games, minus the overtime game where they got 100 in regulation. Like, they've done a good job on that side of the ball. So I don't think that's been the problem. I think the Celtics offense, for the most part, outside again, like I know I noted game 1, but they just haven't been able to put the ball in the basket. Jayson Tatum, good game. Shot threes better. 7 assists, 9 rebounds, 22 points. I will say there is a part of the assist number like, oh, he's passing the ball more. People have to make shots.
Potential assists were there.
Yeah,
they were there in the
people have
first
to
couple
make
games.
shots. 8 of 20 from the field, but 5 of 9 from 3. Still can't make layups. I still don't know why that's happening right now. He is like just bricking all the layups, especially at the start of the game. But all in all, this is the Jayson Tatum you need to win basketball games and series and playoffs, and he brought it back in this one, which was very good to see. A welcome sight for many Celtics fans.
Yeah, and you know what's good about this Tatum game, seriously is good, is there's still room to improve. Like, this wasn't the game he goes for 40 and you're like, nobody could stop him and that's why they won the game. Still very flawed game. He was what, 2 of 10 or something like ridiculous from inside the 3-point line.
3 of 11.
3 of 11. Plenty of room for improvement. Happy to see it. He still took those 11 shots. He got good looks. He missed some easy ones at the beginning of the game. He was dialed in from the beginning. I'll say this about the threes today. There were a couple. Heart fell down to my intestines with the way that he pulled them. He made them, so it's all okay. But I do think it was a good Tatum game. Like, I'm not trying to discount it. I'm really not, because he needed to show up in this spot, and he did. He did everything, right? There's a lot of discourse about him being involved aside from scoring. There were some really bad read the room moments, even when it went well from him. And whether that's just like he's the superstar, that's what he's going to have to do, or it's like maybe that can be adjusted. Maybe that'll be like what we look at tomorrow. I don't know what we'll do on Sunday here. But there were a couple, like New York is making a run, and he just immediately pulls up for 3. And it went in. But it was just like, I was like, oh, it was no, yes. Glad we got the yes. Go ahead. I know you want to like disagree, and I respect it. Like, I understand.
No, it's fine. It's just it was fine. Like, a couple of them you wanted to, I know exactly what you're talking about. The one that was deep and it was above the break and he took it. And like
God.
the Knicks. I think part of why you're saying it in this specific case is because of the anxiety of the last 2 games. And I get
Sure.
it. But like, Knicks on a run is the Knicks scoring 5 points in a row. What is the run that they're going on versus the fact that Tatum had already made 3 of those shots? He was like a perfect 4 of 4 from 3 at that point. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not going to get on him too much.
The anxiety is for
that
sure a
specific
factor.
shot.
Seeing the snowballs start to form at the top of the mountain is certainly scary. And like, there are times you need to stop it. It cannot get the run cannot get past 5-0 or you're going to get in trouble. And you need to be more intentional in those spots than that. I mean, it worked out for him today. I still think there's a lot of room for the Celtics to improve overall, which is just like, I think it's a positive thing. Like, I don't think you want to be walking away from your first win in a series and being like, wow, just everything went right today. Feels good. Like, I feel like Missoula. I'm like, yes, like they sucked at things today and they still won. And the shot
Yeah,
selection was one of them for him in the beginning. The fourth quarter was a disaster for Tatum.
Yeah, fourth quarter was bad for everybody. Nobody on the floor could do anything really.
Don't
Like
love
both
that.
sides, both teams was just awful in the fourth quarter. Al Horford, awesome, perfect bounce back. Al Horford game. Game 2 was, like I was saying, like one of the worst Al Horford games I think we've seen in a while. Bounce right back, 15 points, 9 rebounds, got an assist, 2 blocks, 6 of 9 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. Hit his shots after a disaster 3-point shooting performance in game 2. The interior shots were there too. He's doing a little bit more posting up, doing a little more work down there. It was a good bounce back game for the whole team, but like for Al Horford specifically, it was nice to see him get back to his effective self.
Guy rocks. Horford's the man. Love to see him step up. You knew it right from the beginning. Makes his first couple threes of the game. Did he miss a 3 today? 3 or 4.
He was 3 or 4. Yeah,
15 points. Had a couple of big blocks. Like, they as a team did a good job of keeping Cat out of this game, but Horford was much better today. I think the extra day of rest may have helped him out a little bit. Gotta say that. Probably could have used a little extra breathing room. Seeing how tired he was in the fourth quarter of game 2 really made you feel like he could use the breather. So pleased with how he played today. It was truly like a leadership captain, veteran moment for him to just come out, be a barometer for the Celtics, be there in the big spots, both ends of the floor. Loved it.
shout out Al, indeed, and shout out Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action this basketball season, this baseball season, no matter the season you're looking for. Make sure to check out Prize Picks. Sam and I do Prize Picks on the pregame. Did you and RJ do Prize Picks today, Sam?
We did not. We're just
That's
chopping
okay.
it up. I wasn't
No
sure if
Prize
we were
Picks,
supposed to
but
do it.
Prize Picks, make sure to cash in on the basketball playoffs with Prize Picks. Don't miss your last chance as your favorite players from the court to your Prize Picks lineups, points, rebounds, assists, doesn't matter. Take your pick for your shot to win up to 2,000x your cash today. On top of that, you could pick players from multiple sports. So if you want to pick a baseball selection, you can pick the more, the less on RBIs, anything you want to do, and combine it with the basketball selection. It doesn't matter. You can get all of it on Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Anyways, back to this. Where do you want to go next? Jaylen was not as good efficiency-wise, but I don't think he was actually as bad as the efficiency outlines. He had 19 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. The passing was there. He was the best plus-minus on the team, tied with D. White. 7 of 18, 2 of 6. I think he did a better job of sort of mixing in the threes with the post-ups rather than just spamming the post-ups and then nothing was really there late in the game. It still wasn't the most efficient, but I didn't hate this Jaylen game, even though looking back, it looks like the efficiency wasn't ideal for him.
Jaylen was unbelievably patient in this game. The patience has kind of been on display throughout the series. I think there have been times in the first 2 games where he's gotten to the free throw line, taken his time, risen up, drilled the shot, or made the right read. Today, it was times 100. Every three-pointer, every shot he took just seemed so calculated, made a couple really good passes too, particularly the threes when they were closing out on him. Pump fake, dribbled, set himself. Shot mechanics looked good. I think that was like something about the way he shot the ball today gave me
It's quick.
confidence.
He's going
Like,
quick.
you know what I mean? Like, he felt like he did in that first round series where it's like, oh man, like three-pointer might be back for Jaylen. He might be a 3-point shooter again. They need him to be big. I was talking with RJ about it on the pregame today. A lot of the moments where they thrived late game, last playoffs when they won the championship, he was a big part of their offensive success. And they need that if they get into these dogfights with the Knicks at the end of games. They need him to be confident. They need him to be able to take advantage of mismatches. Thought he did a good job of throwing his weight around without being too out of control. I don't know. I feel like Jaylen might have been low-key the best guy today. Like, somehow a
Jaylen?
7 of 18 performance, best guy. Just
I didn't feel
he
it at
had
all.
really, really massive stretches to me. He was
He-
big
he-
in like the control the game part of this. I don't
He
know
had
how to
good
explain it to you.
I know what you mean. He had good moments, but I mean, shit, man. I thought
He's my eye test MVP.
Tatum had this game on a string. Like I know he took a couple shots that maybe you didn't like
First 3 quarters, Tatum was unbelievable. Like I can't take it away from him. And the fourth quarter didn't really matter at the end of the day, but it was just enough to make me go, Need to tighten it up still. And listen, I don't really care who the MVP of the game is. They won. It's probably Pritchard, to be completely honest with you.
Yes.
But Jalen just did like a lot of control the game, add value stuff.
I
It's
guess,
probably
yeah.
because we don't expect him to do it.
I mean, Jalen didn't even take a shot in the fourth quarter.
I don't, me, dude. I don't care.
Jalen was good. I don't want to take away from Jalen. I just MVP was a word I was not expecting to hear from Jalen.
just like towards building the lead, I thought he was so.
He was definitely he was good
he
at
was
helping
so
for sure.
important to
2
it.
or 3 in the first quarter, 4 or 9 in the second quarter. He definitely helped stack it up for sure. Kristaps. What'd you think of Kristaps? Actually,
Mixed
no,
bag.
we'll go to D White first, actually, because I feel like we're disrespecting
Okay.
the fact that he was 17, 5-2, 6-10, 3-6.
Clutch as hell today. I
Always
think he
clutch.
made an early fourth quarter 3 when the Knicks were starting to make their push to kind of make everyone breathe a little bit. Good for him. Derek was so much better than he's been for the last like 2 weeks. It's just been cold shooting the ball. Not like I don't think Derek has been bad outside of shooting, but shooting is such a big part of what he gives the Celtics. When they're at their best, he's making his threes. It was a big storyline when they struggled in January and February. And it was like, man, when he got his smile back and started playing better, he's just such a big barometer for how the team is going to play. If Derek's playing well, things get so much easier for the Stars. He puts pressure and has gravity on the perimeter. His three-point shot making today was excellent. His defense was excellent. He had a big block on Brunson in the second quarter. New York's trying to push back. Like just the plays to keep them at a distance. It felt like he had a plethora of them today.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to White. The block was huge too, like I think you said. But Kristaps, sorry, circling back to what I wanted to talk about originally, but didn't want to disrespect Derek White. Better. There's no denying that it was better. He can't make shots. Like he infinitely better spacing, much better job defensively. I thought he had 3 blocks. Yeah, like there is no denying. Like, okay, this was an impactful Kristaps game. This was not a negative Kristaps game. He just can't score. It's like baffling. It's got to be the illness, but like all of this, it's like Monstar zapped is what he got. Like he is just incapable of scoring the basketball. And again, it was an impactful game. It was a positive game. He was a plus. He was a good player to have on the floor. And that is infinitely better than for me saying he should not play any more minutes in this series after game 2. But it is still wild to see that he's incapable of making shots.
I thought his first stint was pretty rough. Like when he first came in the game, the Knicks kind of got a little bit of confidence back. They looked like they might have a chance to make it close. As the game went on, he got better. Did a really good job playing help defense in the paint. Had a couple blocks on Cat, who was insufferable, by the way. Cat is the worst. I don't want to like detract from Porzingis here, but I was watching my girlfriend. She was like, "This guy is such a whiner. He is the biggest. Like him, LeBron, Luka, first team all palms up. The worst. Everything about Cat is whiny. Porzingis, you're right. He wasn't able to really contribute offensively, but he kind of had the thing that they need to have him to have on defense, and that's huge. The bar is the fucking floor for this guy right now. Like he's done it. He's like the guy at his day job that really doesn't want to be asked to do anything. And then when he does something, everyone's like, wow, like nice job, man. Like good work on that project. That's all they need out of him right now. Just don't be a negative out there. Don't get in the way. Do a good job of protecting the rim. He did it. For his offense, this is what I will say. We saw the best looking Kristaps Porzingis offensive play, maybe of the playoffs. He was doing a good job controlling the post with his body. He wasn't getting pushed around. He got his shots off. He got himself to the free throw line a couple times. He was doing things that looked normal. This is a step in the right direction for him. We'll see how he feels on Monday. I know they're kind of saying it's day to day. He just wakes up. They hope he feels a little bit better that day and is able to contribute. But he just, like, you know how, like, he was getting the ball against Corey Joseph in the first round and he was not moving towards the basket? He was able to take Bridges, draw a foul on him by stepping in, drop stepping towards the rim. He just looked so much more in control. Huge. They need him
Yeah.
to be able to do at least that. And he wasn't in the way, which we so eloquently detailed this morning on the video.
Yes, he wasn't in the way. Luke Cornett, fine, solid off the bench. Fouled a little bit. You can't take these foul numbers for serious because they were hacking Mitch the whole night, which was hilarious. Actually, before I continue, I do need to tell you guys about Game Time. Game Time is the best place for all your ticketing needs this basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever season you're looking to do. They got concerts, they got theater, they got everything else you would like on there as well. So make sure to check it out if you are looking to buy tickets for anything. Let's check out Game 5 of this Celtics series. Zone deals are big here. You can save big money by picking a zone. So they'll place you in the seat. You can pay a discounted price, and they will pick a seat in the zone that is highlighted for you. You can look at the stars right here. This is a super deal. It's what it believes to be the best value price for what you are paying for the type of for the venue and for the price. On top of that, you can toggle on and off the feature so you see fees, so there's no hidden fees by the time you get to the checkout. Plus, with last minute deals, you can save up to 60% buying for sports, concerts, comedy, theater, etc. Anything like that. It's not just sports on Game Time. They've got theater, they've got comedy shows, anything you could possibly want to buy a ticket for. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CLNS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. But back to what I was saying. Luke was good. Drew was good. The biggest change that I saw in this game in terms of offensive adaptability, outside of the fact that the threes just went in, it helped the spacing. In games 1 and 2, when the Knicks hedged and Brunson would like stunt out, wave his hands, whatever, at Jayson or whoever the ball handler was, and then get back, the Celtics wouldn't like move off of that. They would just accept it. Maybe they'd go a little soon. And more importantly, the guy who was setting the screen would just kind of stand there and float into open space. Kristaps did it. Everyone did it. When Drew and Pritchard were setting the screens today, they were running, they were cutting, they were getting into open space, they were filling the gap. So if the Knicks did hedge and try to recover, they'd have a pass, or they'd have an extra option, and the defense was a little scrambled, or they couldn't hedge and they just had to switch or leave it or whatever. So I think that little adjustment of just going a little bit quicker, getting out of the screens a little bit quicker, made a big impact on the offense throughout the night.
We'll have to look at it when we look at like the clips and everything. From memory, the Celtics started to set an extra screen on the hedge guy, and they really took him out of the play. They did it at least once. There was a Pritchard 3 where there was nobody within the same zip code as him. And it was, I think, because they set an extra screen, it was a really cool solution they found to that problem. They also were just more patient off of it. Like you said, they didn't get sped up. They didn't rush. Felt like they did a really good job of trying to read the situation, read where the holes were in the defense after all these guys were somehow defending the ball. And man, if they can just continue to be patient, not get sped up, not get worried, they should be in a lot better of a position in this series. I feel a lot better than I did earlier today. I have a headache. I'm coming down from all the endorphins of watching a playoff basketball game that I cared so greatly about. They saved their season for now today.
They did indeed. Anything else from this game you wanted to touch on quickly before we get on out of here? I think we covered most of it. Baylor Shireman shot 0 of 1, but he got his first playoff rebound. I thought they did a pretty good job limiting Cat. Like you said, Horford had a big part of that. The only other thing is, and I know it's because they missed a lot of shots, Celtics need to get rebounds better. They need a defensive rebound better. That was the biggest thing, at least throughout the first portion of this game. Knicks were killing them on the offensive glass. That plus Hackabitch was very entertaining. But Mitch made him pay. He got 6 offensive rebounds, and
bigger than basketball. Did you see that?
I did. It was stupid as sweet. At the same time, hacking Mitch also keeps him off the offensive glass for his own free throws, which clearly the Celtics have a problem with. So,
yeah, when he got the rebound or got fouled on the offensive rebound on the Achua free throw, I was pretty pissed. But then we got the nice moment.
Cornett.
Yeah, he was face guarding the block out. He still got the rebound, right? Or no?
Well, Cornett fouled Robinson in one play, and he turns to ref. He goes, "He was shooting, right? He was shooting."
That was the beginning of the second quarter. Yeah, like Mike Breen was talking about on the broadcast, like they're imploring the refs to give them a shooting foul on this, and they did, and he missed them both. It was. I will say this, like, class by the Knicks fans to like do the thing where they cheer him on at the line instead of like groaning. Like that was cool. the media did make a little bit of a circle jerk of it, where it was just like, oh, this is so great. Like the bigger than basketball tweet was so funny.
Cringe.
It actually is not. It's literally
No.
basketball.
This
That's
is a
why.
professional basketball player shooting free throws.
Yeah, like the poor guy, he gets paid millions of dollars and can't shoot the basketball from the free throw line.
There was one point in this game though that Kristaps was supposed to be blocking out Mitchell Robinson, and he just like stepped to the side and let Robinson box him out, and then he ended up fouling him.
Probably hoped
Did you
to
see
throw
that?
him off balance.
Like it was unfathomable how like much he just
Yeah.
there you go.
I think I remember the play you're talking about. It was like Porzingis didn't even try and go for the rebound. It was like, what is
he just
happening
like
here?
stood there. It was weird. Regardless, I think we covered most of it. Let us know what y'all think in the comments. Let us know if you're a little bit more calm now after the bounce back. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll let Sam take it out.
Yeah. Shaved my mustache today. Said I would do it after game 1. Didn't do it. They lost game 2. I said that's enough of that. So all of you that probably noticed the big change, that's why. But seriously, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment, tell us how you're feeling after the big game 3 W. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell. We're here every single day. Full pods drop Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Game recaps are up the morning after each game. Other videos are on the channel in between to keep you up to date with all things Celtics. You can find the two of us streaming pregame live. It was a lot of fun to have RJ on the show today. Excellent. It was excellent because he really was. Good fill-in. You can find us on Spotify and Apple too. All pods and recaps are up there. So if you just want those, go ahead, follow. They will go right to your feed. Leave a 5-star review. We'd appreciate that very, very much. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. Our socials are at How About Them C's for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook is just the name of the podcast. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter's at JacksMonNBA. Mine's at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us. Bye.
Taco, come on.
Taco's having some fun here.
That is bogus. These guys are ridiculous.